My name is Jason Gwines. I've lived in Indonesia for about 9 years of my life. I've been back in the States for about 10 years where I planted a church outside of Philadelphia, a Vineyard Church, which we've now sort of taken on a role with the Vineyard Indonesian Partnership. We are out in the middle of nowhere in Kalimantan, and we took a car for about an hour and boat for another hour and came up into this beautiful little spot in the jungle. I was thinking to myself on the way here, what a great job description. You know, what a great job to have, that I get to be out and encouraging believers to get excited about their faith, and then and challenging them to move out in their faith towards other people groups, but also to come out here and encourage pastors like this woman who have been out here alone doing their work for so long, and encouraging them during this time. Just thinking about how many little churches like this there are throughout the country, just sort of gathered in certain spots, and how much they need encouragement and direction and time spent training. And when I prepare a sermon at home, I can just go to my bookshelf, or I can go to the computer and pull all kinds of resources together. And these people here just don't have that opportunity. This church pastored by a single woman who lost her husband a couple of years ago. It's incredible that she's out here just leading these people. So I think about that, and then I think about all the unreached people groups of Indonesia. There's about 120, 125 different unreached people groups in this country, and groups that have never heard the gospel. There are areas in this country where you can drive through and never see one church, people that have never even met a Christian. So you think about that, and you think about all these little churches and the workforce that is here on the ground. And I think most of our job is to encourage them, to build into them, and also to challenge them to reach out beyond their own people group and into these other unreached areas. So there's a lot of work to do, and it's not without its dangers and its stresses and things like that, but it is something that's worthwhile. You know, God is about reaching the nations. He says, my house is to be a house of prayer for all nations. And Christ says in Matthew 24:14 that the end will come when all nations have heard the gospel. And we pray for those days, but there is so much work to be done right now. We know that missions exist because worship doesn't. And not all these little people groups all throughout this country are worshiping God yet. And we will continue to work towards that until that materializes.